Hey guys, Yankee here, and today I want to be giving my thoughts on Holy Corpse Rising. This is a 7-volume manga. It's finished. It's published by Seven Seas, and it is about a boy named Nicola. He was orphaned as a child, and he was picked up by the church and raised by them, and he sort of became a priest. He spends most of his days in the library studying witches, and then hidden beneath the church are the corpses of what are called the first witches, 12 of them. And he ends up reviving one, and that sort of sets his adventure in motion. He eventually is forced to leave the church, and he goes on a quest to just sort of slay other witches. This is a harem series, as you can probably tell by Volume 7. It is bloody, I guess. Like, there are parts where you'll see somebody, like, sliced down the middle, and you'll see, like, their insides, stuff like that. So if you're not really into that, maybe stay away from this. I'm not big on, like, gore and stuff, but I didn't find it too bad. The problem for me with this series, I do like it. The art is a little wonky at times, but it's okay. The problem for me is basically the whole final arc. I did not like the final arc at all. It felt I don't want to say rushed because it felt like we got there sort of naturally, but it was just a mess, and it felt like, oh yeah, I have to wrap up all this stuff now, and it just sort of felt crammed because it's the final arc is like maybe the last 2 volumes, I think, maybe. It's been a little bit since I just read this, but like a month ago I read this. But yeah, the final arc sort of starts in volume 6, ends in volume 7, and it wraps up everything except one thing, which is sort of never touched on, which I don't like. But it wraps everything up, but not in a satisfying way. I don't know. Just very unhappy with the whole final arc. And there's one, oh gosh, there's two. There's two things in particular that really I didn't like. Two character deaths that are just awful, 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 and they don't need to be there, or they could have been done better. It was just a disaster. The final arc is a disaster. Everything before that is fun. If you like harems, this one's okay. It's sort of like a weird mix where, again, we got that gore and stuff, but you get some sort of the like standard harem silly stuff, and it's sort of weird, but it didn't feel off or anything. I still found it enjoyable. But yeah, last arc, terrible. The ending itself, like the last like few pages, that was okay. I didn't mind that. It's just everything leading up to that was bad. Yeah. But I did enjoy it enough to recommend it if you're interested in harem series. It's a short one, and you can probably get it like a whole 7 volumes. I don't know. You could probably find like a whole set on eBay for a decent price. It does have me interested in reading some of the mangaka's other stuff. He has another manga that was licensed by Kodansha. I think it's just called Ninja Girls here, but that's not very like I can find half finished sets of it, and it's just sort of a mess to find. But anyway, Holy Corpse Rising, an okay harem manga with a very bad final arc. Give it a try if you want. If not, well, I wouldn't really blame you. The final arc really is a bummer. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time.